I'm going to go ahead and get started while other people are coming on since I just shared. So, I'm going to be using a 15-inch, kind of like a sky blue wreath form. And I have other additional ties on here, and I'll explain a little bit later why I put those on there, because we're going to do 3 different rows of poofs. But I'll explain a little bit later why I'm going to be doing that. These are the ribbon I'm going to be using. Okay. And then I got 2 additional ribbon that I'm going to put in for the bows. So the bows should have 6 ribbon in them. Hey Lisa, how are you? Thanks for coming, girl. You can't hear me. Try it. Cecilia, try going back out and coming back in. Is my screen looking a little bit better than what it was? And can you guys hear me okay? Oh, Lisa, you're so sweet. So I'm gonna do Dancing Bear. Of course, my husband's calling while I'm trying to do a live. Hello. Nobody ever wants to talk to me unless I'm on a live. So I'm gonna do my ribbons in a 14-inch. And I dovetailed them, so I'm gonna do these 2 together and these 2 together. Dancing Bear. Hold on. I gotta tell him I'm on a live. He's just gonna have to leave a message. Sorry guys, hold on. Said. Oh. Alright. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So, here we go. Again, I'm going to use these 2 ribbon together. And I'm going to use these 2 ribbon together. This one is really sparkly. So I'm going to use those. Put those over here. I'm going to be using some like turquoise mesh and some like natural poly jute mesh. Or sorry, he got me all flustered. Tubing. Sorry. This is the sign I'm going to be using. By the way, this wreath that I'm going to be making is also going to be in the wreath kit that I'm going to be giving away next month with Susie Brown's mesh roller. So it's going to be one giveaway with the mesh roller and this kit. Everything that I'm using today is going to be in the kit. And I'm going to be using, it's a coral in white kind of pastel mesh and a kind of cream colored mesh. So this is the coral. It's kind of sparkly. And then this is the kind of a cream colored basic mesh. So I'm going to put those 2 together. And I'm just having one of those days where, have you ever had one of those days where you just drop everything? It's one of those days. Just saying, it happens. And then this is the 21-inch mesh I'm going to be using. It's kind of just a burlap cream color that I'm going to be using for that. And then this is like a turquoise or kind of light turquoise Windowpane mesh. So what I'm going to be doing with this, I'm going to kind of show you a little trick with this. Hey Kathy, how are you? if you guys could do me a favor, if you could spread the love for me, I appreciate it. And then you can give me some thumbs up down below. So what I'm going to be doing with this, and this is the reason why I added the additional ties to my wreath form, is I'm going to be doing this in 12-inch poofs on the top layer and on the bottom layer. And in the middle, I'm going to use this as another layer of poofs. I've tried using this as ruffles, and I can't stand it. I hate it. It falls apart. It unravels on you. So I'm going to try to do it that way instead. And I got some little starfish. I'll show you what they look like. These will also be in the kit as well. Aren't they cute? They're just little. And I got, my Alex. My niece went to the beach the other day and got me some of these little fishing bobbers. So these are really cute. Now she was only able to find 5. So in my wreath, I'm going to be doing 3 of these. In the wreath kit, there's only going to be 2. So, that's for those. Put my... Okay, so let me get started. I'm going to put this on the mesh roller. Thank you for spreading the love. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And for those people that just came on, if you're not getting notifications of my lives, if you want to type in video, you'll start getting notifications in the next time when I go live. Let me move these. Okay, put this on here. Alrighty, let's get busy. So I'm going to pan down so you can see what I'm doing. Put these over here. Okay. Oh, and of course this is in the way. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, hold on. Let me move my layout. Hold on just a second. Because I've been so busy today that I've been busy going since I got up this morning. So I'm not totally prepared, but bear with me. My husband moved my lamp to get to his gun cabinet, so there we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to move these as well so I don't knock them off the table. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, so what you're going to need, and for this, you're probably going to need 5. You're probably going to need 5 of these zip ties. And I'll show you as we're going along what I'm using them for. Okay, so this, I'm going to kind of cut this a little bit because it's kind of fraying a little bit. This actually is not, feels like fabric mesh. I think it's a burlap. Hey Regina, thank you for coming on. If you could spread the love, I appreciate it. Okay, I'm just going to cut this to make it a straight line. Get out my tools. Don't need that yet. And this. Okay, I think I'm ready. Thank you. And if you'd also do some thumbs up for me down below, I appreciate it. So you just gather this together. See how it's framed like that? Just cut these off. I got a vacuum in here anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it in front of this tie, and then I'm going to put the poof in this one. So we're going to end with this one so you can't see where we left off. Hey Ranka, how are you? And for those of you who just joined, this wreath is actually going to be in a wreath kit that I'm going to be giving away next month with Susie Brown's mesh roller. So if you'd like to be in the giveaway, it's going to be on my business page, which was on the notification that I sent out earlier today for my live. And I just did those manually, so you should be able to go on my business page. And once it's going to be through King Sumo. So what that does, it's a website that you can do giveaways through. King Sumo will actually pick the winner. So I will actually get an email of who the winner will be. And so then you guys will get notified that way. What's wrong with this? Okay, so I got distracted. So I'm going to take my zip tie and I'm going to zip tie it in front of this twist tie. Now all of my supplies that I got them from Craft Outlet, except the canvas ribbon, 1.5 inch ribbon. I broke it. Okay. With the starfish on it. I got that from Hobby Lobby. I almost hit myself in the face. That was awesome. And the little bobbers, I got those from an Oregon coast. So those are not going to be ones that you're going to be able to find locally. You can find the bigger ones, which are probably about this one online, but they're very expensive. She just happened to find these when she went to the beach. So let's see, the starfish I got on Etsy. But everything else I got on Craft Outlet. Okay, so I'm just doing these in 12-inch poofs. And then so what you want to do is make sure your sides are turned in, under, like this, so it doesn't flip up on you. I just gather it in my finger like this, pull it together, make sure the side's under. I do the 1, 2, 3 method, which will turn out to be a 12-inch poof. Now I think with the, I'm going to see how it's going to work out, but with the Windowpane I may do that in a 15-inch just so you can see it a little bit more above this mesh, but we'll see how that works. If you don't like to do the 1, 2, 3 method, you could measure it against your mat, or you can take like I've got the ribbon rulers that I got from Laura G's Wreath Room, and they're coming 12 and 14 inches. You can use that to measure it. However it's easiest for you. You guys, I'm not kidding. I almost smacked myself in the face with those pliers. That would not have been good. So when you come on, anybody that's new, if you want to say hi, let me know where you guys are all from. I always like to see where everybody's from. It's interesting to see how many people are all over the place. 1, 2, 3. And this is pretty thick mesh. I like it. It's kind of it's a burlap-y mesh, but at first I thought it felt like fabric mesh, but it's not. Hey Patricia, hey, how's it going? Hey Aurelia, is that how you say it? Aw, thank you guys. You guys are so awesome. If you could spread the love for me, I appreciate it. And turn this under again. Just make sure, sometimes it will pop up on you regardless if you do that, but in most cases, if you just keep it turned under, then it won't flip up on you. And if it's starting to do that, if it's starting to flip up on you while you're in the tie, you can flip it back over while you're in it, and then she keep it turned back under. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the love, guys. And for those of you just coming on, I know I posted my live on different groups. If you're not getting my notifications of when I go live, if you want to get notifications, just type in, oh good, just type in video, and you'll start getting notifications when I go live. I've got a craft fair next month on the 11th of May, so I'm going to try to do a couple more lives before I do my craft fair, but it's going to be so busy trying to get ready for that. I may be a little bit scarce, so. Hey, Lily. So I just gather it in my hand, and then I pull it. It's kind of weird having 3 different levels of twist ties on here. It's like they're everywhere. Hey Sue, how are you? I appreciate it. You guys just spread the love for me. Caring is sharing. So you just want to twist it just this way and then twist it one more time. So for mesh that you have that's kind of slick, like this wreath form that I have right here, it's Tinsel. And so these can be kind of slick sometimes. You want to really twist your ties really, really tight. Otherwise, they like to pop out on you. Okay. Almost done with the first. So what I thought I was going to do, and it didn't, once I thought about it, it made more sense to do it this way. But I was going to do a row of this for the poofs, and then do a row of the window pane, and then do the very top row. But it's going to make more sense to do all of this color first, and then do the third row of the poofs and the window pane. Thank you for coming, guys. You guys are so awesome. I love you guys. You guys are all my peeps. And you can open up all of your ties all the way around if you want to. I open them up as I'm going along just because they all get like they get stuck together and get in my mesh while I'm trying to work with it, and it drives me crazy. Crazy. Oh, Sue, I can't wait to see your lives. I'm excited. Once you do your first one, it's scary on your first one because you've never done it, but once you do your first one, you get addicted to it. It's not that bad. Not that bad at all. Okay. Yay, I'm excited. Sue's going to be doing lives. I can't wait. Okay, 2 more on the bottom, and then we'll switch this to the top. And then we're going to do the middle last. It's a little bit different way I'm going to be doing it, so hopefully it works out the way that I have pictured in my head. You know, sometimes when you get something pictured in your head of how it's supposed to look, and then you're doing it, you're like, yeah, that doesn't work as much as I thought it would. Well, I'm hoping that's not the case. It should work out fine because I'm not going to be cutting it or anything. I'm just going to be using it as a poof. And again, okay, here we go. This is the last one on the bottom. Thanks, Sue. I got this from Craft Outlet. This mesh. And it's a kind of like a cream colored burlap. It's thick mesh. So when you get to the last tie on the bottom, especially since this is really thick mesh, you want to push it down really tight because you're going to have to keep on opening up these ties to put in the tubing. And of course the dog's barking. What is it? It's quiet all morning long. Then I go live and my husband calls, the dog's barking. Seriously. It's just hey Noreen from Ireland. Wow. That is one place that I have on my bucket list. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. So I'm just switching, I'm pulling my mesh over to the top. I'm going to take another zip tie and I'm going to zip tie it to the tie that is right in front, just like we did on the bottom. And this just holds the mesh from falling over on itself. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this tie just like I did the bottom. And then we're going to put our poof in this tie. We're going to finish in this tie that I just put in front of, just like we did on the bottom. Okay, pull it together. Make sure it's twisted under. 1, 2, 3. Ireland. That's exciting. You guys get a lot of rain there in Ireland? That's why it's so green all the time? So pretty. All the pictures I've ever seen of Ireland is just gorgeous. I would live there if I could. Love it. One, two, three. So I was going to make some bows ahead of time and then show you, like, I think I'm going to put like 3 bows on it. If I have enough of that multicolored blue. But I didn't have time before I came on my live. It's been so crazy busy today. Hey Lourdes, how are you? Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Just make sure this is twisted under, twist it under, twist it under. 2, 3. But I'll show you how to make some bows. I'll make at least one and put it on there so you can see what it looks like. And then I'll probably make the other 3 later because it takes quite a while. Hey Liz, how are you? Thank you for coming, hon. Okay. This one. It's going to be a little challenging, I think, working with 3 rows of poofs. But we'll get through it, right? I was gonna clean my craft room, but I don't have anywhere to put anything anymore, so everything's just kind of everywhere. Hey Kathy, how are you? Thanks for coming, everyone. If you guys could do me a favor and spread the love, I appreciate it. Let everyone else know I'm on. And for those of you that just came on, I want to let you know that this wreath that I'm doing is actually going to be in a giveaway that I'm doing for the month of May. And it's going to be a wreath kit. So everything that I'm using on this wreath today is in the wreath kit. So I'm going to be doing this wreath kit and a Susie Brown's mesh holder. So it's going to be quite a big giveaway. So if you want to be part of the giveaway, it's going to be on my business page. I'll also be sending out a link as well once that it's going to be active. It's going to be active May 1st. And I'm only going to run it for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not going to run it for the whole month of May because that's kind of long to wait. And I know everybody is going to want to know if it was them or not. So it's going to be through King Sumo. Hey, Tammy girl. And King Sumo will actually pick the winner for me. So I don't actually pick the winner. They will actually send me an email of who the winner is. And then I will let that person know. And then I'll send out a notification and let everyone know who the winner was. So again, if you want to be part of my giveaway, you can go on my business page. Thank you, Julie. I actually do like this mesh. It's really pretty. So you turn it under. I just pull it, gather it in my fingers, twist it under. You always want to make sure it's twisted under. It likes to pull up on you, especially this thicker mesh. Great. And I'm doing this in about 12-inch poof. So if you, I do the 1, 2, 3 method. So you can measure it if you want to. You can do the 1, 2, 3 method like I am. If it's harder on your hand, or if it's harder on your hands, you can measure it if that's easier for you. However you'd like to do it, all up to you. Okay, so we're at the last one on the bottom. And then this is going to be interesting, guys. We're going to be doing a 3rd row of poofs. Okay, so I've never done this before, so bear with me. I put an extra row of ties on here. So we're going to see how this is going to work. So when you're doing the last one, especially when, like I said earlier, if you have thick mesh like this, push it down as much as possible and really twist that tie really tight. If you want to be part of my big giveaway that I'm doing, if you want to go to my business page, and if you like my, if you click on like on my business page, you'll get notification of the giveaway, because that's where the giveaway is going to be at, is on my business page. Okay, so since we're at the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. It's usually about 3 or 4 inches. I cut it usually a little bit longer than I really need to, because I want to make sure that I've got enough to tie it to the back of the wreath. So this one I'm going to take another zip tie. I'm going to pull this to the back. So I'm really excited about this giveaway. I was thinking about doing just a wreath kit, but I know there's been a lot of people that have been, you know, trying to get a Susie Brown's mesh roller too, in different giveaways. And so I figured, you know, it'd be another good opportunity to give one of those away as well. Now at this point you can cut some of this if you want to. I'm going to stand up and do this because this stuff is really thick. These are awesome scissors that I have. I've had these for like years, and I hardly ever have to sharpen them. Okay, now for the fun part, people. This is where I'm going to be pulling in my, oh, that one did not. I also, with these extra ties, what I did is I put it on here and then I pulled it over, and that's where I put my next twist tie. I also kind of hot glued them to the wreath form as well, because they like to slide a little bit. I'm just pulling these, making sure these are out. Some of them are liking to hide underneath the other twist ties. Okay, so it's gonna be nerve-wracking. I've never done this before. Hey Doris, how are you? And for those of you who just came on, Facebook has changed what we can say if you want to get notifications on our for our lives. So if you want notification of when I go on again, just type in video. That would be the easiest way to do it, and you'll start getting notifications. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to do this the same way I did all the other poofs. So we're going to see how this works. Now with this Windowpane mesh, I've tried using it as ruffles, and I hate it. I hated it. Because once you cut it, it starts falling apart. It's just a mess. So I'm going to do this the same way I did my ruffles. See how it just comes apart like that. So I'm going to twist tie it. I know it's kind of hard to see because with these ruffles, but I'm just basically twist tying it to the frame, work for wreath frame. I can't talk today, you guys. Just like I did the top and the bottom. Okay, and this is gonna also, you gotta pull it really, really tight. Let's see if I don't. Okay. One, with this Windowpane, you tie it really, really tight. It's gonna keep it from unraveling on you. I'm gonna kind of just cut this. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna keep this tight open. I'm gonna go through this one and put the poof in this one just like I did before. Again, you want to keep this under. So this one you won't be able to pull on very much because it's really, really light. So I'm just gonna kind of measure it. Pull these poofs apart. And then twist these really, really tight. And I was thinking about maybe putting ribbons in there too, just like I do the other ones, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. So it's just like that. What do you guys think? I do too, Lily. I've got like four or five pairs of scissors around my house. Regina, the post that I'm talking about is the giveaway that I'm going to be doing in May. So this wreath that I'm making is going to be in the wreath kit, and I'm going to be giving away Susie Brown's mesh roller. So the post that I'm going to be sending out will be on my page. So far, I think I'm actually liking this with this Windowpane right here in the middle row. Holy burlap mesh. Oh, the blue one, Lily. This is the it's Windowpane mesh. I got it from Craft Outlet. So what do you guys think? Think it looks okay there in a. I think it looks kind of cute in there, weaved in there like a poof like that. So it's one of those times where it's actually coming out like it looked in my head. So just kind of fluff it up a little bit. You're not going to get as wide of a poof with this because it is a 10-inch mesh. I don't think they make this mesh in a 21-inch. I know they have it in like the 4-inch ribbon, Windowpane mesh, and then this kind of mesh, and the 10-inch, but I don't think they have it in 21-inch. I don't know why would you. Hey Jennifer, how are ya? I cannot talk today, you guys. It's crazy. And you may have to fluff up your other poofs, put this down a little bit. Just kind of weave it in there. I think it's going to look good that way. It'll give it a little bit of texture, a little color. And there goes my ribbon on the floor. Okay. Okay, so this one, I'm not really kind of measuring it. I mean, it looks like it's probably about 15 inches maybe. I want it to sit up a little bit more above the white than the regular cream color poofs. The cream color poofs are about 15 or 12 inches, I'm sorry. Oh, that looks cute, I think. Window panes are smaller. I don't, this is this is like the second time I've tried to use mesh like this. Like I said, the first time I tried to use it, I tried to use it in ruffles. I was wanting to say swear words. Let's put it that way. My cussing was starting to come out. It's not a good sign, you guys. Just kind of fluff it out. I like it like that. That looks kind of cute. What do you guys think so far? Thanks, Sue. That's what I thought too, Lisa. It gives it kind of a different dimension. I'd actually bought this blue before I used the other window pane mesh that I had. And then I was like, well, great. Now what am I going to use this for? Because I'm not going to use it for ruffles. And then I thought of, oh, well, I'll just put it in the middle and see how that works. Not too bad. I like it. Okay, so we've got 2 more in the middle, and then we can start putting ribbon on. Thank you, Nona. Thank you, Tina. Like I said, with this, you don't want to pull on it because it is real fragile, I would say. Just kind of weave it in the middle. And I know Susan, who is with AC Inspired Wreaths, she is going to be on later, she said, but she's still at work. But anyway, she'll appreciate this because she tried using this same window pane mesh as ruffles. Poor girl, she can't stand it either. Cannot stand it. So she'll appreciate this. Oh, thanks, Shelly. Go Cubbies. Okay, so this will be the last one. Now what I'm going to do with this window pane, I'm going to tuck it down in here. I'm going to use another zip tie on this when I cut it, because once I cut it, it's going to want to start falling apart. So once I cut it, I'm going to zip tie the ends of it so it'll keep it from doing that. I don't know how else to keep it from falling apart. And I'm going to zip tie it to the back just like I did the other ones. This stuff just falls apart. It's really hard mesh to work with. Okay, let's make sure I had it on the right side. Hey, Brittany. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. And for those of you who just came on, if you could spread the love for me. See how it likes to fall apart like that? So if I zip tie it, it's going to keep it from doing that. And then I can just cut the end. Okay, and then when you roll it back up, it's all good. So, this stuff is like all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to take this, pull it through the back, just like I did the other ones. And I'm going to zip tie this also to the back. And again, it's also going to keep it from falling apart because this stuff falls apart so easily. And then I just cut it just like that. So that actually that turned out pretty cute, I think. What do you guys think so far? With it weaved in there like that. I think it turned out just like I thought in my head. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well. So now that it's in the ties, you can kind of move it around a little bit and it won't fall apart on you. Kind of move it around. There. Okay, now we can start doing some ribbon. Alright, so I did my ribbon in 14 inches. And what I did is I dovetailed them. So I just folded it in half like this and then cut it at an angle and you get a dovetail. So since the bottoms are all white, it doesn't really matter where I start at the bottom. It is much like burlap. I know, Brittany, it's hard. You just, I'm going to open up my tie at the bottom. And with these extra ties that you have in here, you can kind of cut them at the bottom and curl them under, which I'll do that later. I'm just going to open this one. This one's really cute. It's got little silk crabs on it, starfish, and then this one's more of a coral color. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? You guys, I forgot. I forgot my ruffles. Let's do those first, shall we? Oh, I'm so out of it. Okay, so the ruffles I'm gonna be doing, gonna be in this cream color. And also this pastel coral, which has got a little bit of white in it. See, I've never done the Windowpane ruffles before, so that kind of threw me off. I was wondering, I'm like, I'm missing something. It can't be done already. Okay, so here we go. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Okay, so I'm going to open up my tie. I'm going to start with the cream color first. I've never, yeah, this is the first time I've ever done a third row. But I figured with the Windowpane, it would be a good way to do a third row. Plus it helps fill in the holes a little bit. And I've got some more, now that this worked, I've got some of this green Windowpane to do a Christmas wreath. Yes, I know, it's not even summer yet, but I've got a craft fair next month, and I want to have like a fall one, a Christmas one, and a Halloween one, so they can see other wreaths other than summer and spring, just to get a little bit of variety. So that's why I'm doing Christmas now. But I'm also starting to buy Christmas, fall, and Halloween ribbon now, because by the time the season starts to come, a lot of that stuff is going to be out of stock. So the ruffles, you want to just pull the bottom in like this. Okay. And it makes a little flower looking thing. Thanks, Cecilia. Thank you, guys. Okay, now the coral. And this is going to look really pretty. I'm really excited to do this wreath. I've been wanting to do this wreath for a long time. Okay, so what you want to do with your ruffles, these are cut, this is a 10-inch mesh, cut in 30 inches to make a 30-inch ruffle. And you want to just take your fingers and pull it. Just like this. I put something heavy at the bottom just so it keeps it from curling up on me. And I do this all the time. I forgot to open up my tie. This is a bow dabra. You can make bows with it. I've seen people make bows with it. I have never actually made a bow with it. I usually just use it to hold my mesh or my ribbon or my tubing. But I've never, it's just like an extra set of hands. For me, you can get them pretty much at any craft store. So you get, I got that one, I think, at Hobby Lobby, I think. And for those of you just joined me, I'm making a beach themed wreath with 3 layers of poofs. 2 in a regular 20 2 layers in a regular 21-inch mesh in like a cream color, and the other one in a turquoise window pane. There goes all my ribbon. I'm gonna have to get them off the floor. Okay, and then you can just pull them out just like this. Just kind of peeks through a little bit. It's cute. Okay, this. First time I've ever done a 3rd row with the ruffles. I kind of like it actually, now that I've done one. So it's something a little bit different. If you want to use the window pane, I wouldn't suggest using it as ruffles because it's a pain in the you-know-what. But it does work. It looks like it works pretty good for this to be a 3rd row poof to give it extra dimension. You just pull it with your fingers. Try to keep it in the middle as much as possible. Okay, put it in your zip tie, in your twist tie. And you can just twist it halfway and then all the way around. Okay, pull the top up like from the top. You want to pull them together like this. Okay, and then do the same with the bottom. Just like that. Isn't it looking really cute? I love the coral in there. And what's good about these ruffles, it kind of puts your, holds your window pane up a little bit so you can see it more. It does look like fishing net, which is actually perfect for this with a beach wreath. So kind of gives you guys an idea of what to use the window pane mesh for if you're not really sure. I think it. Okay, sorry, my thing decided to pause on me. So I have these little ones in here, so they kind of fit in the palm of your hand. I was only able to get 5 of them, so this wreath is going to have 3. The wreath kit's only going to have 2 of those, but there is Starfish in there. And the wreath kit is going to be my giveaway that I'm going to be having in May on my business page. So if you want to go on my business page and like my page, you'll get the notification when the, I did it again, when the giveaway is starting. It's going to start May 1st. And I'm only going to do the giveaway for maybe 2 or 3 weeks at the latest. 3 weeks at the latest. I'm not going to do the whole month of May, but because I've ordered, okay, let me see the brand of, okay, this is the 21-inch mesh that I got in the cream color. The item number is RP as in Paul 9100, or what, 910030. Okay, and then let me see, I think this is the window pane mesh. This is the window pane mesh. I got both of these from Craft Outlet. Okay, and this one, its color is turquoise. The item number is RP as in Paul 812582. Okay. So that helps you. Okay. Hey Leslie, how are you? You like the window pane mesh? This is the first time I've used it in a triple ruffle. I can't stand to use it as a ruffle. It falls apart on me and it makes a mess and I can't stand it. So I use it as a triple ruffle. Okay. Okay, here we go. But Lisa, you're funny. Thank you for spreading the love. I appreciate it. And if you can give me some hearts and thumbs up, that would be awesome. So what I was saying is the giveaway that I'm going to be having next month is going to be this wreath kit. And everything that you see that I'm making with this wreath kit is in the kit. And not just the wreath kit, but there's also going to be the Susie Brown mesh roller, which I've already ordered, so it should be here shortly. So about those two things, and I was saying that it's going to be on my business page. But I will be sending out a link as well of when it goes, it goes live. I'm just having a day. Okay. So you just want to tuck it in and then pull it in with your fingers. If you start to go off to the side like this, just pull it back over. Try to keep it in the middle as much as possible. I don't know why I keep doing this. I keep forgetting to open up my tie. If you don't have to open up your tie, if you don't want to, but this is pretty thick mesh. If you're using a basic mesh, you probably won't need to. And depending on what you're putting in your ties, like I'm going to also be putting some tubing in my ties. So I open all mine up until the very end when I put all the tubing in. Thanks, Tammy. So you want to take the tops of the ruffles, pull them up, and then kind of pull them together like this. Okay, do the same thing with the bottom. And it makes kind of like a little flowered ruffle. It's cute. Cute. And you can tuck those back under. You guys are funny. Okay. I usually put something heavy at the end just because it keeps it straight. And it's easier for me to keep it in the middle. Ooh, mimosas. I love mimosas. Yum. Okay, so pull it with your fingers. Sometimes if I get going too fast, it likes to pull from the side. Okay, I did. I said I didn't think I opened it again. I'm notorious for not opening my ties. Okay. So how do you guys feel about the look of the burlap in the middle? I've never done the, like I said, I've never done the third poof roll before. But with this, it seems to turn out really cute. I know Susan's going to be stoked. She hates this stuff. She hates this Windowpane stuff. And this mesh that I'm using for the ruffles, they're both 10-inch mesh, and one is like a cream color. So the bottom, the 21-inch mesh in this cream color is kind of like representing the sand, and the coral you know, is representing obviously the coral that you can see in the ocean, and then the blue, obviously, for the water. You know what would look really cute on this too, is some flip-flops. That would be really cute. Put some little flip-flops on here. Now Hobby Lobby has, is it Hobby Lobby or Michael's? No, it's Michael's. They do have quite a few, like these little balls. They're like $5 a piece. Now, being landlocked and having to find them online, they're a little expensive. Hey, Alex! Yes, an anchor would be pretty. And an umbrella. There's so much stuff that you can do with a beach wreath. It's amazing. And I miss the beach. I miss it. It was free entertainment when we were kids. Because like I said, it's only an hour away. And so it was free time for my mom and dad. They used to, you know, just get their lounge chairs and lounge on the beach. And my sister and I would have our lunch or our pails, and we would build sandcastles and get sunburned. And all they had to do was just keep an eye on us. We were pretty much self-entertained. But being out here in Colorado, a long landlocked. I don't get to go to the beach, but I do when I go home. I make it a point to go to the beach every time I go home. So guess where I'm going in September? I'm going to the beach. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate you. Spreading the love. And for those of you who just came on, if you're not getting notifications of, oh, see, that just popped out. I'm just having a lot of days. If you're not getting notifications of when I go on, if you want to get notifications, you can just type in video, and you'll start getting notifications of when I'm live. That one didn't want to stay in. It's fighting me, you guys. But guess what? I get to win. I'm winning. Hey, Taylor. So I am making a beach wreath. And this one's a little bit different than normal because it's got Windowpane in it, but it's got 3 rows of ruffles. Or poofs, I'm sorry. So the 21-inch white mesh is in 12-inch poofs. And then the Windowpane is 10-inch mesh in like 15-inch poofs. Kind of gives like that fishing net look. I like it a lot. Okay, just stick it down in there. Okay, so that's the last one on the bottom. So now we're going to go to the top. And then the 10-inch mesh that I'm using is cut in 30 inches. So 10-inch mesh cut in 30 inches doing ruffles with 2 different colors. One is cream color and the other one is a pastel coral, metallic coral color with a little bit of white in it. It's really pretty and sparkly. Because I have to say, I don't know if you saw my post, was it last week? Week before? I don't remember. And I made some candle holders. You guys, I have never seen so much freaking glitter in my life. I had it in my hair. I had it all over the floor. The dog had glitter on her. My husband had glitter on him. Of course, at that point, his boss is like, do we need to have a conversation? That's funny. That's hilarious. Okay. And depending on how much time I have left, I'm gonna make at least one bow. I'm gonna put 3 bows on here, but I'm gonna depends on how much time I have left, because I do have to run to town to get some things before my husband gets home. I'll show you what it looks like with at least the bow on it. I might be able to do all 3. I'm not sure. So with the ruffles, you want to just take the top, pull the sides together, and kind of pull together like that. Kind of spread out the netting a little bit. Starting to take shape. And so I also just started making some bows just to add something a little bit different to my Etsy shop. I just started making some bows to put in my store. So just something a little bit different. Hey Tammy! Thanks for coming, lady! I haven't seen you in forever. And for those of you who just came on, if you could do me a favor and spread the love, let everyone else know I'm on. Let me guess, I forgot to open up my tie again. You think as long as I've been doing this, I would just automatically do it, but no, no. I always forget to open up my tie. I just got a lot on my mind lately, I think. That happens, you know? Life gets away from us and you just get more on your mind, and some things just become more a priority than others, so you know how it goes. Life's little perils. Gotta love it. Just gotta kind of play around with this stuff. Put it where you want it. Oh, good. I'm glad you love your Harley wreath. A friend of mine from high school saw the post that I put for your Harley wreath online, and then she bought one. And so I decided, well, I'm going to buy another sign just in case anybody ever wants another one, because I want to be able to make sure I've got the sign and that they don't run out. I'm so paranoid that somebody's going to run out of something that I need. Okay, Cindy. Okay, just take the tops, pull them together like this, and you take the bottom, pull them together. Oops, see, this one's wanting to come undone. There. Sometimes you just have to, twist them really, really tight. Okay, I think I may have cut too short, so that's fine. Okay, open up my tie. There we go. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I know it's in the middle of the afternoon, so I know a lot of people are usually at work, so thank you for hanging out with me today. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Put that back here. Because what I'm going to do with these ties that I used for the Windowpane, I'm going to end up cutting those. You want to make sure that they're tied at least 3 times though before you do that. Otherwise, you can have problems with your ties coming undone and your pane's going to come out. I don't know if I showed you the sign that I'm going to use. Okay. So, this is the sign that I'm going to be using. Facebook's giving me issues, you guys, so if for something happens to where you guys are getting paused or something like that, it's being stupid. So this is the sign that I'm going to be using. I love that sign. Hey Linda, how are you? I'm about done with Facebook, I'm telling you. Okay, here's this one. Here's this one. And I don't think I ever tied it. Yeah, I'm going to be short too, so I'm going to have to cut 2 more, which is no big deal. No big deal. Gotcha, Alex. How are the babies doing? My baby niece is having her first, so she just found out, what, a month ago? She's having a girl. First girl in the family since Alex, and she's, what, 25 now? I don't know. I can't keep up with my own age, let alone grandkids and nieces and nephews and parents and, I'm getting old. That's what happens when you get old. You can't remember nothing. Okay. This down here a little bit. Tuck that under. Okay, so I'm going to cut a couple more of the 10-inch mesh because I miscounted as usual. Bear with me. Take just a second. I cut these at 30. There's that one. I love my mesh roller. Love it. Okay. And this one. I thought I miscounted, but I was like, no, I'd rather be under than over, so I decided to wait till I went live. That way I can figure out if I was actually over or not. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. Aww. Thanks, Kim. You need a little baby bump. What do you have in your baby shower, Alex? So pull your fingers in. Try to stay in the middle. Hey, Sandra. June 22nd. Okay. That way I know when I can send you some stuff for the babes. Okay. Almost done. I got one more ruffle. And then we can start putting in my favorite, which is the ribbon. I am such a ribbon addict. Are you kidding me? Oh my. They need some kind of intervention or something for ribbon, for people with ribbon. Because I just bought 32 more rolls of ribbon that I have nowhere to put. But I bought some for, it's starting to get curly at the end. I bought some for, I bought some Halloween, 4th of July, Christmas, and fall. So I wanted to get a little bit of everything because I am going to, like I said, I've got my craft fair next month and I want to have some bows made and some wreaths made and Halloween, Christmas, and fall so they can see something other than spring and summer. So send prayers, everyone, that my craft fair goes well. It's making me nervous. I really want to sell at least one. This will be my second craft fair ever. The first craft fair I did was with all my bath stuff, like bath bombs and body butters and bath salts and stuff like that. And I actually did pretty good. Oh, see that one? Come on, done. So that one actually I did pretty good on. I was really surprised. But that was a 2-day one. It was a holiday one. This is only going to be a Saturday one. So send lots of loves and prayers for me, guys. Gonna need it. There. Okay. So I'm going to move this over just a tad. So, here you go. What do we think so far? I like that net of that window pane in there. Really, I do. It looks pretty. Okay, now we can do the ribbon. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the coral and the canvas in the coral. Okay, so again what I did is I cut my ribbon at 14 inches. Hold on. Come on, Facebook. Are you guys still able to see me? Because I cannot see your comments. Well, I can see your comments on my tablet, so looks like you're able to still see me. So I did my ribbon at 14 inches. And I dovetailed them, so I just folded them in half. And I cut them at an angle. And that makes a dovetail. So I'm going to put the coral, and this is a 2.5 inch, and this is a 1.5 inch. Okay. So, yeah, it's just Facebook on my phone for some reason today. It keeps saying it's stopping, and like I can't see your comments anymore on my phone, but I have my tablet up so I can see your comments. Okay, so you just stick it in the tie, twist it, and you want to pull these up like this, and you want to do the opposite on the other side. So like that. Isn't that cute? Yeah, Facebook must be having issues today. I don't know what their problem is. So, I don't know if they keep having issues like this. I'll just start going to do my lives on YouTube. Screw Facebook. Just saying. Okay, and then look at this one. This one's really, look how sparkly that is. So sparkly. Gotta have some glitter. I mean, come on. Gotta have glitter. And you just pinch it in the middle. The Starfish ribbon that I'm putting in here, I actually got from Hobby Lobby. Like that. So this ribbon here, I got from Hobby Lobby. This one, I got from Craft Outlet. You need to put stock in Craft Outlet. Thanks, Tammy. So you just take your ribbon, fold it in half, pinch it in the middle where the fold is, stick it in your tie, and pull it. Now don't be afraid to pull your ribbon, you guys. Unless it's something like this coral is a little bit of that satiny stuff. So, you know what, I'm going to start going around this way. So you can see the ribbons as I'm doing them. you want to pull too hard because then the ribbon will come out. But if they're canvasy, like this one is, as long as you got your ties in there really tight, you can pull on them all day long. Don't be afraid to pull on them. Thanks, Linda. I like the starfish too. I thought it was cute. I saw somebody do a beach wreath with the same starfish ribbon. I'm like, where did they get it? I looked on Sam's, nope. Looked on Wreath Shop, nope. Craft Outlet, nope. So finally I was like, I can't find where they went. So I was at Hobby Lobby one day and I looked up and I was in the ribbon aisle. Shocker, I know. I looked up and I'm like, oh, that's where it is. So I bought a roll of it. I may buy another one. Just keep it for next year. Oh. So my poor dog, you guys, I feel so bad for her. She had her metal taken out of her foot a couple weeks ago because it was rubbing up against her bone. I know, ouch, right? And she normally during the day she sleeps on the bed. She sleeps with us. She likes to jump up there and lay there, look out the window. So she can't jump on the bed. She can't use her doggy door yet because the doctor doesn't want her hitting her foot up against it. So we have to let her in and out. Poor thing. I feel so bad for her. I've got to either quarantine her to the living room or the sunroom because the bedroom's right in between. Poor thing. She just can't win. Vets are expensive. They are so expensive. It's amazing. We used to have pet insurance on her, but we figured the amount of money that we spend every month on pet insurance, we can just put into like a checking account for her. I mean, not in her name, but put like a canine account. And then we could just have the money when we need it. So we just cancel the insurance. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy. Okay, so fold it in half. Pinch it in the middle. Okay. Make sure you pull on your ribbons like it. This is turning out really cute. What do you guys think so far? Once I get this ribbon in, well, actually the tubing, I'm going to turn my glue gun on because I'm going to put hot glue on the starfish, but with the baubles, since it's got the rope around it, I'm going to put wire on the back of it so I can wire the baubles to the wreath. They are high maintenance, Julie, but I don't know. I've never, ever since I was a kid, been without a pet. Whether it's been a cat, we had cats growing up when we were kids, so. I didn't get a dog until I moved out on my own. And then my parents had dogs. I never really liked having dogs in the house before, but they got small dogs. I like the big dogs. Oh, I wonder why that's doing that. That's weird. Facebook has such issues. Yeah, I know. You had to take yours to the vet today. In between shots. You know they have actual therapists for dogs? Therapists, people. I don't even go and see a therapist. Makes you think I'm going to take my dog. Now, I don't know why it's starting to get fuzzy. It's starting to piss me off. Hopefully it clears up, so I'm really starting to hate Facebook right now. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me try something. No, I'm not gonna do that. Huh. There it goes. Okay. I think it looks a little bit better now. I had to get out of the live for a second on my tablet and get back in. Huh. Now it looks better. Okay. Will it look better on your guys' end? I can see on the tablet it was getting a little fuzzy. Now it's getting fuzzy again. I don't know. I give up. I don't know how to fix it. Don't know. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Well, have fun at work, hon. Oh. Looks like, what's his name? Somebody. I don't remember now. I can't think. Okay. Alright. Scott. Looks like Scott's live right now, so. Alright, so I'm gonna fix this one. This, so that way I can show you. This one didn't work out very well. So you just go on an angle like that. There, that one's better. It's peach. Well, it's coral. They call it coral. So it's kind of, I guess you could say it's kind of like a peach color. So peach and coral sometimes can get confusing. Well, they have a neurologist for dogs too. Well, I guess that makes sense. They got dentists, psychologists. You know, they have everything. There's everything for dogs. Mine, she actually had to go through to an orthopedic surgeon. So, and I tell you what, it's a good thing we have our savings account for her after we canceled her insurance, because her surgery, I kid you not, was $1,300. Now, one good thing I would say about pet insurance, if you have dogs like mine, which are German Shepherds, you know, bigger dogs, it can end up having some, you know, bigger issues when they get older, like hip dysplasia and stuff like that. Pet insurance is good for having for pets like that, because even though you pay a monthly fee, you get like 90% of what you paid back. So you're only losing a little bit of money out of your pocket, but you do end up paying a monthly fee. So it's depends on how you want to look at it. Hey, Susan. There's one of my gubby girls. Hey, Susan, look what I did with the Windowpane mesh. Look. I made it as a ruffle. Isn't it cute? Susan's one of those that hates the Windowpane mesh. Hates it. Okay, last one for the ribbon, and then we can put the tubing in. Yeah, I don't like the I hate the window pane mesh. But it actually is good for this. So to make an extra ruffle in the middle, you would have to put ties in the middle. The ring, because this one has 3, so you would put these ruffles at the bottom, the white, and then the window pane mesh in the middle. And what I did with the ties is I put one on. I hate Facebook. Exactly. So then you take the tie and you pull it over, and that's where you put your next tie, and you just do that all the way around. So I'm not sure how many ties it actually took. I just took some pipe cleaners and put them all the way around. So far, looking pretty cute. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the tubing, and I'm gonna put tubing all the way around the bottom. I'm not gonna do the top yet because I'm gonna be putting some ribbon, or not ribbon, but some, what am I trying to say, people? I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. Okay. So I'm using turquoise and I'm using a jute. Oh, I'm tuning it all around the bottom. Oh, poor Sky. Yeah, you'll have to try this, Susan. If you watch it on my replay, you'll see how I did the poofs for the window pane. It actually, I like it like this. And it turned out really cute in a beach wreath because it looks like fishnet knitting. Okay, so I'm going to put it all the way around the bottom. Excuse me. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so what I do is I take it and make a loop, and then I pull it up. And that one. Okay. And normally, okay, this one is the end of that one. And so I usually use, this is when I also use my bow dabber, because I hold my tubing in there as well. Thank you, Lisa. Well, thank you, you guys. My allergies are horrible. Okay, now I gotta find the end again. Where's the end? That's why I use the bow dabber, because I can never find the end. There we go. Okay. And I'm not gonna put tubing all over the top, because I don't know how much of this natural one I have left. What do I do with my scissors? There they are. Hoy, get off. Okay. Do my tie. So did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Thank you, Lily. Thank you, guys. This weekend they're having a, it's kind of like, it's different. It's like a food truck festival on Sunday. They're going to have music there, all these different food trucks. I love food trucks. I just put my ribbon in, Cindy, and then I'm putting in the tubing at the bottom. I'm not going to put the tubing in at the top yet, just because I'm going to be putting bows on it, and I don't want to waste a bunch of tubing that you can't even see. So for right now, I'm just going to put it on the bottom, all the way around. My loops, I don't measure my loops, but they're probably, I've measured them before just to see how big they end up being. And the loops are about 4 inches. And then I twist my ties like 3 times, because I'm done with that tie. Once I'm done with the tie, I twist them 3 times so I'd be done with it. Okay. And for those of you who are not currently getting my notifications when I go on, if you would like to get notifications when I go on next, if you want to type in video, you'll start getting notifications of when I go on next. Okay. It starts to get into a big tangled mess after a while. Loop it. Oy. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I know there's probably a lot of other stuff you could be doing, but I really appreciate your support. It means a lot. More than you can imagine. So I really appreciate it. Come on. This is all tangled up. Sorry. There. Okay. Not that hot mess. I'm gonna find the end of this one. There it is. That's why I use my boat damper, because it's a big hot mess. It just is. Okay. Oh, cool, Cam. I've never quilted. My grandmother does a lot, and I've always wanted to learn how to do it. I just don't have time. She taught me how to crochet though when I was 7, and I still do that. But she is like the quilting queen. Thanks, Lily. I appreciate it. It's looking very beachy, I think. Even more so once I start putting the baubles and the starfish on it. And I didn't put in the kit, in the giveaway, I put quite a few starfish in there. I believe there's like 6 or 7, maybe 8 of them in there. So, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some in the bows I'm going to put on there as well. So that way if you want to do the same thing, you have more than just 3. So... I think this will be a nice kit to have. Plus you'll have a little bit of extra ribbon to do something else with it too. Because you're going to have a hole in the kit. I mean, I don't just take whatever ribbon I use for the wreath and give it to you. You get the whole roll of ribbon. So, oh, that was the last one on the bottom. Okay, so... now I'm going to turn on my glue gun. Okay, let that heat up. And then I'm going to put my sign on. I'm going to put my sign on kind of like towards the side, I think. Because I'm going to put the bows around this way. Well, let me see. Let me stand up and look at it. Yeah, I'm going to put them on the side. Ooh, seashell crosses. That sounds pretty. Okay, so with this sign, I get my signs from Personally Yours on Etsy. You can get them with the, what do you call them? The little tie things that go on here. I don't use them. I don't even know what to call them. I don't like them because they keep popping off. So I use this. This is called a beadsmith. So I just... you can kind of see the little puncture thing at the bottom. I just put holes in the side, or on the corners. You can get this at Hobby Lobby in the jewelry making. With all the other pliers and stuff like that. And then I use wire on mine, like floral wire, or just, you can get the silver wire. I usually use silver in mine, just because it's easier for me to go through the mesh with it. This is the kind of wire I use. This is 22 gauge wire. Like I said, you can get it in the floral section. I love crocheting, Cam. Especially in the wintertime when you're making Afghans. Where's my, here they are. Because then when it's cold outside, you can have it laying on your lap as you're making it. It keeps you nice and toasty warm. I think I know why it's going in and out like that. Because it's not doing it on my phone. I forgot to take the autofocusing off on my tablet. So, sorry guys. But it shouldn't, well, since I did it on my phone, it shouldn't do it on the tablet. I don't know why it's going in and out like that. It's frustrating. Okay. Okay. So, then I just put these in every corner. And I try to make them somewhat even. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but then you just twist it like this. Be careful when you're flipping it not to hit yourself in the face, which I have done. Yes, my middle name is not Grace. Just saying. Not Grace. So I think I'm going to put this sign over to the side because it's kind of a smaller sign. If it was a bigger sign, I'd probably put it in the middle and put maybe some cheater bows around it. But I'm going to put, actually, you know what I'm going to do. Hold on. What I'm going to do, I just thought of something. Hold on, all my ribbon fell on the floor. So, golly. Okay. I need one of those lips that go on the back of my table. I may have to have my husband build something. So now that I'm looking at it, I don't think I'm going to put big bows on it because I don't want it to cover up this mesh here. So, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put some cheater bows on here. And I've got 3 different colors. I usually do my cheater bows in 1.5 inches. So, I'm going to do cheater bows in these 3. Because now that I'm looking at it, if I wasn't going to use this mesh and put all these ribbons up here, then putting 3 bows around here would make sense. So I'm going to put some cheater bows around it, and we'll see how that works from there. So I'm going to put this in the middle. Yeah, I'm not graceful at all. So I'm just going to put this in the middle. It'll work out fine. What I do is I find a hole. There's one right there. If it's not. Okay. You guys, this is not my favorite part. I hate the sign. The sand. Just twist it. Oh, I forgot to cut this off. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go from that corner to this corner up here. Turn it around. Go through this one. There's a hole right here. I try to find a hole. So if you want to use pipe cleaners instead of wire, you can just find a hole and go through it. Otherwise, I know Susan uses one. Hey, Bev. Thanks for coming on. And for those of you who just joined me, if you could do me a favor, if you could spread the love for me, I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Where's the craft fair? The craft fair is gonna be local here in Colorado Springs. It's at the Masonic Center. There's another hole right there. I've never been to this craft. I've never done a craft fair with this one, but like again, I said, this is only my second craft fair, so I haven't heard any good or bad things about it. So we'll see. I know, Susan, don't you just love the sign? I love it. If I have to fight with my mesh to get the sign on here, that's why I try to find just a hole. Because then I don't have to try to fight with my mesh. And you don't want your sign smashing it. You just want to kind of, like this one's too tight. You want it kind of sitting on the mesh. So it looks like it's sitting on top of it. I mean, you can pull, and I'll show you what it looks like. See, and then you can pull the mesh out from the sides, and it looks like it's sitting down in it, but it's not smashing it. There's a hole. There's one right there. You can find a hole to put these in. It's not as bad, but if you have to try to fight with your mesh, try to put these on. It's a pain in the patootie. Yes, I said patootie. I said it. Okay, that one was almost too short. You guys, when I'm done with my wreath, I always put like a placemat on the back of it to cover up all my ickiness back there. And then you can start just playing with the mesh and pulling this. You want it kind of sitting out like that. So it looks like it's sitting down inside of it instead of on top of it, like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of my tubing in here. Got to kind of mess with the ribbon a little bit once you flip it over and stuff like that. So since I'm not going to put a bow on it, dang it, I was really wanting to put a bow on it, but it doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense when you're doing your wreath, don't do it, because it's not going to look right. So since I was going to put a bow on it, I'd be hiding up a lot of this ribbon, for one, that I just put on there, and that's a waste. I don't waste ribbon. It's too expensive sometimes. There. Okay. So I'm going to put the rest of my stuff on. Alright, so where do I want to put it? Where? Okay. Yes, they look like big sewing needles. I know Susan uses them on hers. Okay, so I'm going to put one up here. Every other tie. Let's put it that way. Every other. So I think I'm going to put it in that one with the coral, because the turquoise with the coral will kind of pop a little bit. Okay. So basically you're going to have 4. Because there's 8 on top, I believe. Yes. Yeah, I've only done 2 grapevines, Lisa. I just started doing them, so I'm not real good at them, I don't think. And then these two. Okay. That's a different color. What's the different color? I'm gonna do more grapevines. Like, I've got these angel wings that I just bought from Craft Outlet that are metal. I'm gonna try to do a flower arrangement with those. Those would be cute. Never done one, but you know, I'm not scared to try. I was scared to try anything. I'd never done this in the first place. Just wouldn't. Okay, those last one on the top. And then I'm going to do some cheater bows. And then this one. Because I want to see, I think I'm going to put in the baubles and the starfish in with this one. So we're almost done. Hang in there with me, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go nowhere. Okay. So, like I said with these ones, I'm trying to figure out if I should should put it on there like this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to use wires for these. I'm going to put the cheater bows in the ties that does not have the tubing. So let's see how this works. I'm going to put it here. Okay, you guys. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Lily. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Kim, Bev, Cecilia. You guys are awesome. Okay, so this might be a little bit more difficult because now I've got the tie to deal with. But there is a hole right there. So I did this one a little short, but I think we'll be okay. I try to get my wires a little bit more even, but I'm going to go right through here. And it's going to be a little difficult because I'm going to go through the same hole that this sign was on. Oh, that's going to look really cute right there. Oh yeah, Pier 1. I haven't been to that place in so long. Okay. Oh, that looks cute like that. And then if you want, I'm going to take this tie, because when you use hot glue on the ties, things stick really, really well. So, dropping ribbon everywhere. Okay. So these are the little starfish I got. They're real starfish. They're just really little. And they've been bleached. So, the thing about putting one right there. One right there and then one right there. Okay. So let's do this though. I'm going to spread it out a little bit so I can put one right there. Sorry, you guys, I talk to myself a lot, so if I'm mumbling. Okay, so I'm going to put some hot glue on this. And on this one. Anytime you're hot gluing anything, you want to make sure that you have your ribbon wherever you want it to be. Because once you start hot gluing stuff, you can't move them. If you're gluing stuff and your ribbon gets stuck on it. Okay, so I'm going to put another one. A smaller one. These are also going to be in the kit, you guys. You're only going to have 2 of these, though, instead of 3 of these baubles. Because And he was only able to get 5. I'm going to kind of stick these to the... There we go. I want to kind of stick them to the ties. Okay. That's cute. That's what that one looks like. Isn't that cute with a little starfish? Okay, so then that one, okay, the coral on this side. Let's spread that one out. Hey Tina! Thanks for coming on. Oh, thank you, Susan. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you, guys. I think this is going to be one of my favorite wreaths that I've done so far. I love the beach. Love it. The beach is my happy place. I could spend days at the beach. Love it. Just the sound of the ocean, you know, and it's just so soothing. It's relaxing. Anytime I'm having a bad day or anything, I think of the beach. Okay, put this one right here. There's a hole right there. Let me see here. Sorry if I'm not talking too much, guys. This is just like putting on a sign. Yeah, I gotta love it. And there's one. There's the other one. Okay. Pull these out. Put that there. Okay. And when I'm done, I go back and trim all of my wire on here. So, and fix my ribbon. Okay, that one's there. Okay, fix this ribbon because I want it to be, again, you want to fix your ribbon to where you want it. Because once you start gluing stuff, it's over. Rover. Oh, thanks, Alex. Thanks, Susan. You guys are amazing. Aww. I love all my peeps. You guys are always so supportive. It's amazing. That one goes right there. So for those of you who just joined, for one, if you could spread the love for me, I appreciate it. Two, just want to let you know that I'm going to be doing a big giveaway here pretty soon, next month. It's going to have this wreath kit in it. So everything that I'm putting on this wreath is going to be in the kit. Okay, so, you know what? I'm going to do something a little different because I've only got 3 of these. So I've got one down here, one down here. I'm actually going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to put the last one up here. If I had 4, I'd put them right here. But I've only got 3. So then I'm going to put the cheater bows in the ties that don't have the bobbles. Sometimes you just got to compromise sometimes, you know? Okay. Last bobble. Thank you, Alex, for getting these for me. Oh, thank you. You guys are amazing. You're making me cry. Don't make me cry. Okay, last one. I know it's going to be a little, because I wanted them in the coral one, but there's 4 coral and there's only 3 baubles. So it'll still look fine with the bauble in this one with the blue. But you want balance. When it comes to putting enhancements on your wreaths, you want to have balance on your wreaths. So like I said, if I had 4, I would have put them all in the coral to make them balance. And then cheater bows in the other ones. But since I only have 3, then I'm going to put 2 up here and 1 down here to make it copacetic. So then I would take my cheater bows. So I'm going to have 1, 2, so then that's when you got to think, okay, so you got to make the cheater bows look even, right? So I'm going to have 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So there are going to be a couple ties where you don't have anything in them, which is fine. It's perfectly fine. You could put some starfish in there if you want. If you've got some left over or whatever, you can put that in there. I may just do that, put some starfish in there. Because I got so many of them. And it actually wasn't it was a pretty good price on Etsy when I got those starfish. I got, I think, 20 of them. Oh, thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. Thank you, Anita. Yeah. That's right, Julie. Okay, so this one, I gotta go through the mesh, and there's a hole right there. Made it super duper. And you could do this with pipe cleaners too, but you're gonna be fighting with your mesh a lot more than if you would just use wire. Especially depending on what kind of mesh you have. A hole right there. Oh, and also with the wreath kit is going to be a Susie Brown mesh roller as well. So you're not only getting the wreath kit, but you're going to be getting the mesh roller as well. I'm going to be doing my giveaway on my business page. So if you want to be in the giveaway, just like my business page, and then I'll also be sending out a notification too, but these are kicking my butt. My patootie. Okay, so I'm going to turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put one here. You can kind of curve it too, so it kind of stands out a little bit. And then all I got to do is put the cheater bows on, and we should be done, peeps. And this hot glue sticks to these ties so well. Oh, sorry. My allergies are kicking my butt. Okay, stick that right there. Get all the webs out. And that's hot. So just in case you're wondering, the hot glue, it's hot. Just saying. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off now because well, no, hold on. I'll leave that on in case I put some more starfish on. Okay, so I'm gonna do some cheater bows. So let's see, I said I was gonna do one right here, here, and here. I'll start over here. So if you guys aren't familiar with what cheater bows are, they're the best thing, the best invention ever. Because I'm going to leave that tie like this. So I'm going to do 3 different colors. Normally, I only did 2, but hey, we're living large today, right? Large and in charge. So I'm gonna do these 3 ribbons in cheater bows. So what I do on cheater bows, and there's several ways that you can do it. I do the ones with the tails most often, or you can do ones that, and I'll show you what it looks like, because I do them in about 20, I do mine in about 20 inches, and this is 1.5 inch ribbon. So I take, okay, so I take my ribbon, it's 20, I cut it in 20 inches, okay, and I fold it over in half like this, and I pinch it like this, and then you take this tail and you twist it so they're both facing the same way, and then you can put it in your tie. This is the normal way I do it. Another way you could do it is you can take it like this and overlap it, squish it in the middle, okay, and you've got a cheater bow. So there's multiple ways you could do it. You could do it both ways, where you've got it, one has got no tails and one's got tails. I might do that because I've got 3 different colors. So I'm gonna do the blue, I think, in the canvas and with tails, and then the other one, the coral without tails. So it's a, you know, it's a way to be able to play with your another way to be able to play with your ribbon. Can you guys still see me okay? Facebook's still giving me issues, telling me it's gonna close and whatever. I do dovetail my ends. Okay. And then I put one, and you want to look at the sign too and see which way the sign's going. So I'm going to put this one this way. Just tie that once. Pull the tails out like that. And then I said I'm going to do this one in tails, right? Peekaboo, I see you. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Julie. Okay, I'm going to do this one also in 20 inches. Get off. Sticking to my mesh. Okay. Okay. Dovetail the ends like that. Pinch it. You can either pinch it in the middle so you have shorter tails and a bigger loop, or you can pinch it closer to the top where you have more tails and a smaller loop. I like to have more tails. Hey, Mari. Then I like tails on my bows, so I tend to have more of the tails on there like that. Okay, so then I'm going to put this one upside down so the tails are facing the opposite direction. And twist it. Okay, so then you want this one coming through, this one coming through. Okay, so far that is what it looks like. Then I'm going to do this one the other way, like I showed you. So this one's not going to have tails. So I'm still going to do it at 20 inch. Do this one. Yeah, I'm going to do this one at 20 as well. 20. Yes, Marley, I hope you're feeling better. I know you weren't feeling very good yesterday. Cut the... Okay, overlap it. Just about like that. Squish it down in the middle like this, because you want enough on both sides that's going to be stuck in the tie. Okay, and then just pinch it in the middle. Just like that. And take this, and I'm going to put it the opposite way. Make sure you twist your tie at least like 3 times. Okay. You know what I'll probably do? With the ones with the bows, I'm probably going to put the starfish in that one. It's all about balance. So when you're doing your wreaths, it's all about making sure everything's copacetic. So you could have an idea in your head, and it could change while you're doing it. I'm not sure if you can see that. Isn't that cute? So now you can do bows on your wreath, but you don't have to have this big, huge bow that's taking over all the ribbon that you just put in there. Right? So it can still have some femininity, I guess you could say. Okay, so I'm going to do one here and here. Okay. Almost done, guys. Let's start and do some more cheater bows, and we'll be done. I'm just going to go ahead and cut 2 pieces at 20 inches so I don't have to, just to make it go a little bit faster. One thing you could also do with cheater bows is you could do the 2.5 inch and only do 1. You can do the 2.5 inch and do 2. It's all about your preference, really. I'm going to put 2 of these at 20 inches. I'm cutting all my ribbon at the 20 inch mark. You could do 15 inches. You can make the tails longer. I've got so much glitter all over my table. Okay. Okay, so that's that for the ribbon. Dovetail. Okay. Now that I got all these cut, it'll go a little bit faster. Pinch it. Twist it. Now you want to make sure that when you're using your ribbon, use wired ribbon. You can't really do this with grass green ribbon or satin ribbon or anything like that because it just won't flow right. The wired ribbon, you can manage it, you can twist it, you can shape it. So you want to make sure that what your ribbon you're using, you want to use wired ribbon. Okay, and take this one. Oh, and I might do 2. I might glue a little starfish on here. That would look really cute. Pinch it. Twist it. Okay. Put it the opposite way. And you've got the other one. And do one of these. Oh, that's right. I wasn't doing that one. Okay. So overlap them a little bit. Pinch it in the middle. Make sure it's kind of even on both sides. You don't want one side bigger than the other. One. Okay. Okay, there's that one, and then I was gonna do one up here. I may put some more starfish in with the. Twist it. That. And open that one up. Okay, and this one. It's coming together, guys. Look at it. It's actually turning out better than what I had in my head. You know, sometimes when you get a picture of something in your head and you're not really sure, you're like, well, I could do it this way. This would look good this way. But then when you start doing it, you're like, that's not how I pictured it. I've done that. I hate that when that happens. You spend all this time thinking about it, and then when you're doing it, you're like, oh, now, crap, it doesn't look like that. But that's okay. It's all part of learning, right? I mean, I'm not born with this knowledge. God gave it to you. You gotta use it to your advantage. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna dovetail that one. Overlap it. And pinch it in the middle. You want both sides to kind of be the same. Okay. So now you got all these tails on here. Looks like you got like a kind of a big bow on here, but they're all cheater bows, and that one's not facing the right way. See? Just like that. So what I'm going to do is when I'm done with it, I will put it up on my easel so you can see it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a starfish in the middle where the cheater bows are, just to give it a finished look. That will look super duper cute. Like I said again, make sure you have your ribbons where you want them before you start gluing. Because once you glue with your ribbon stuck to it, you can't move it, okay? So I need to spread that out just a little bit. There we go. There's that one. Starfish over here. curl it under so it has something to sit on. Lisa, you're so funny. Funny lady. Okay, that's that one. And I believe we have this one. Yep, this one. Okay, I think we're done. Yep. In there. Okay. Well, peeps, I think we are done. Put that back in there a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put this on my easel, then I'm going to pan up so you guys can see it. Okay. Ta-da! I'm not even this way, but what do you guys think? I love it. You know what I really like? Is I really like the Windowpane mesh in here as another poof. That turned out really cute. I love it with the little baubles, starfish. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Julie, Linda, Lisa, Susan. Thank you, guys. I was thinking about also maybe, no. I was thinking about putting the starfish down there, but I don't think so. Sometimes, you know how sometimes when you do a wreath and they turn out better than what you thought, you're like, I really want to keep that. But I got too many wreaths as it is so far. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, Anita, Kim, thank you. I love it. So tomorrow, well, it depends on when I get back. It'll probably be tomorrow morning. I'll take some pictures of it in the daylight so you can see what it looks like. And then I'll have this listed in my Etsy shop tomorrow. And I'll also try to upload the video maybe tomorrow, but probably not till Wednesday maybe. I will definitely take some pics. I gotta take them outside so you can see. The lighting in here is not so great, you guys, so I gotta take pictures of it while it's in the daylight so you can see what it looks like with the color in natural light. Otherwise, the colors get kind of muted and they don't look right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So I'm looking at my tablet. I'm like, those aren't the same colors that's on this wreath. I know. I don't know why the Facebook keeps going in and out like that. Because I can see it on my phone. It's clear. Clear as a bell. But on my tablet, when I'm looking at it, looking at your comments right here, it's a little blurry. So I don't understand why it's doing that. I'll have to try to figure it out for my next live because it keeps doing it. It's driving me crazy. Facebook's getting on my last nerve. So, then I'll take some pictures of it tomorrow. And then you can see it in the natural light. Because it looks so much better than what you guys can see from Facebook. Okay. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Again, don't forget that I'm going to be having this wreath right here in the giveaway next month. So the wreath kit is gonna be everything that you see on this wreath that I've used, and the Susie Brown mesh roller. So I'll probably only run it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then King Sumo will actually tell me who the winner is. They will email me. They picked the winner for me. So once I find out who that is, I will email that person and let them know that they've won. And then I'll let everybody in the group know, or anybody that's put in for the giveaway know. Okay. But if you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. Again, this is going to be in my Etsy shop tomorrow, tomorrow, because I'm going to take pictures of it. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. You're amazing. I have the best support group and friends in my groups and stuff as possible. So I love you guys. Thank you. You have a great day.